What's up? Welcome to the Virzi Triplets show. We will be in the Tourist Lava coming out hot. Today we have fellow Tourist Lava guest Willie Macc, but we'll be in Plano, Texas. I think it's already we'll be in Hot Springs, Arkansas, Louisville, Fort Wayne, Indiana. What are you looking at me for?
You're stumbling all over the
Yeah,
place.
you definitely stumbled a lot.
I keep stumbling because I don't know if we're going to release this next week or the following week.
How about just check VirziTriplets.com for tickets?
Wisconsin and St. Louis. Obviously, one of our best buddies here today and fellow Tours Lava comic, Willie Macc.
Hey,
Return of the Mac.
That's for sure what the episode's going to be called, is Return of the Mac. Yeah, man, we just got back from Minneapolis with you. You had a nice one day in Minneapolis.
Yeah, if not even like a full day. It was
like 20 hours.
Yeah, 20 hours. I woke up so late. Like, I was laying in the bed, my alarm went off. And I was like, why is my alarm off? And I turned it off, and I was on my phone. And then, like, I realized, I'm like, what time is my flight out to Seattle? And I'm like, oh, no, my flight's in 50 minutes.
Holy shit.
And that's when I jumped up I was like, I'm like, tell everybody, I said, bye, I got to get out of here. And I ran. Luckily, the airport wasn't too far from the hotel, but 50 minutes.
Literally a stone throw away.
Oh, my goodness.
So I thought you got up early. I must have thought your flight must have been earlier than I thought it was. I thought you were at 9.
No, I thought my flight was at 10, but it was.
That's right. Oh.
I jumped up and dipped out of there, but it was a dope show.
Dope show. We lived in the Mall of America. The three of us were in Mall of America for like 48 hours straight. Not the greatest choice of a vacation. My favorite was the Mall of America gave us like a tour package or whatever. So they gave us free mini golf places, and we all went mini golfing.
Yeah.
And it was a glow in the dark mini golf course. And Willie goes, "Hey, take a picture of me." And I tried to take a picture of him. I'm like, you're not going to like how this looks, Willie.
I saw the photo. I was like, it's the good old, only I see my teeth photo.
It looked like the Cheshire Cat.
Alice in Wonderland.
No, man, I'm stoked to go on tour and with you, and we're gonna have a very fun time.
It'll be our first run through the Midwest. Like we haven't been, the dirty South, none of that. So we're very excited to be getting a taste of it.
The South is fun. The Midwest is fun. It'll be more fun for you all.
Yes.
But
Why is that? Why would that be the case?
There's still spots that I've gone to. I think maybe like 5 years ago that had like no colors allowed signs on the restaurant, but it was just because of like historical purposes. And I'm like, I am still scared. I'm not like, might as well. I'm not going
Wait,
there.
so they're keeping it on there to like show where.
But they don't.
You learn from history. Sure, but you could like put that somewhere else.
Yeah,
you don't
but
need
they
to have that in public.
Nah, but they do. But it's still. But the food down the South is amazing. Like the people are amazing, and they're very authentic. And one thing that's even funny about that is like I was asked when I first moved out here. There's like, aren't you glad you're not in the South and the Midwest anymore because you around all those racist people? I'm like, at least down South I knew who didn't like me. Here in L.A., people will smile in your face and act like y'all best friends, but secretly despise everything about you.
Snakes. That's even worse, I feel like.
Much more worse.
Yeah. No, LA is literally filled with the most fakest bullshit people that'll be like, oh my God, that's tremendous. That's so fantastic. You're doing such an amazing job. And then just be like, no.
Why y'all pointing at him?
Don't you dare point at me. No.
Alex is a product of Los Angeles.
Absolutely not.
He is through and through Hollywood.
No.
Oh.
I am the most outspoken straight shooter of the bunch.
Absolutely. Willie, who would you say is the most LA between the three of us?
Oh, golly. Y'all cold for putting me on the spot. If I had to choose between in different levels, Sean ain't LA at all. Okay. Sean is the person that's just Sean is a Midwest dad.
Can I interject? Sean's not really a person.
You would think that, Mr. Sociopath. He's a barnacle. You ever see a barnacle?
Only on SpongeBob.
Yeah, similar. Barnacles, they plop in one spot.
Yeah.
They stay there for almost all of their life.
Yeah.
And they'll just open up for food, and that's about it. They just
that's
open
funny.
and close for food.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
They're happy with where they're at.
You are like startup cool. You look like you're supposed to live in like Portland or something like that. Still having like
I'll take startup cool.
Like you have like either a coffee shop or like a you're a dope ass florist.
Mitchell's
like,
a hipster bitch.
he got a cupcake shop.
I'm a Portland lesbian.
A Portland lesbian. So that leaves Alex. Alex is definitely the guy that's riding around with a drop top Ferrari with his sunglasses on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that sounds way cooler than owning a cupcake shop in Portland.
You are definitely the most Hollywood out of all three.
But am I am not fake.
You're not fake.
I do not hide. If I like someone, I have no problem. If I don't like someone, of all three of us, I am the first one that would speak out.
That's
it goes,
true.
Me, Sean is also like that too, and then Mitchell is the least likely to step on any toes.
I don't want to ruffle any feathers. I don't want any confrontation.
That's Mitchell.
Yeah, I'm usually confrontation averse.
So you're the most.
But that's with everybody.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit like that, a little passive. Like I'm a little quiet. I'm like,
If it really bothered me, then I would say something. But it has to otherwise. Like you grew up with brothers. It's the same shit where it's like. Unless it really bothered you, if you show any emotion, then they just like keep feeding. Like, wow, this person's really fake. Blah blah blah. Just like, yeah, okay, like just like let him be.
Yeah.
Then, later I'd be like, hey, that person fucking sucks, right?
Yeah, I'm like that too.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, I will say I do like.
We're men that go about their business. Us Portland lesbians.
Us Portland lesbians.
I will say though, I have actually like buried a hatchet by telling somebody like I don't like you, and like they said I don't like you either. And then somehow we ended up being like, all right, cool, we got that out.
Man, that's so funny.
And it's like you're direct. You're like everybody's direct. It's like, okay, cool, we're not on the same page now. It's like, all right, maybe you're not so bad. I respect that you hate and stand by it. Like I'm okay with that. I'm okay with dislike.
Did I tell you all the story about my dad and his friend from Arkansas that they grew up in high school together, white guy, and he's like. At first, they didn't like each other. And like my dad was calling him all kind of words, and he was calling him my dad all kind of words. And my dad said one day he just said, "You know what? We're gonna be best friends. So let's sit here and say all the names to each other and just get it out our system." So he was like, "You," and my dad, "You," and they said they did that until they was done. And he's like, after that, they became best friends. They still talk on the phone and stuff today. So yeah.
I can't. I'll tell you what. I can't wait to be best friends with your dad. When we go to St. Louis.
Can I say a few words to be your best friend?
I for sure am going to drop it. We're going to St. Louis, so we get to meet your family, which I'm very excited to do. And we've already heard some stuff about your dad, and your dad already likes us, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And I know your mama is going to love us as well. Yeah. But I probably will drop that joke on your dad.
Y'all that's going to be so funny. St. Louis is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, and I think we've said this before. I don't know if we said this on the last podcast with you. We do well with African Americans because they love stupid
black
white
or
boys.
African American.
Yeah, black man. Please don't call me no African American. That sounds like you hiding something. That sounds like a cop. That sounds like something like a undercover cop would say.
Well, we look like undercover cops.
Sean does.
Yeah. Well, there was a shift a couple years ago where it's like everybody has to be called African American. Because that's what we do. When it's like Black Friday, we always say African American Friday. Or if it's Blackjack, we go African American Jack. So we did that. And then now it's switched all the way back to, no, it has to be black. Because it's black can be.
I never like being called African American.
Yeah, no,
even when
ridiculous.
it's on like the job applications, when I used to fill them out, they'd be like, "What are you?" I'd be like, "Other, black." I'm like, "I'm calling me no African American."
Is black the gold standard? Is that the most preferred?
African American is just too safe. It's too like it's
corporate.
It's like it's phony. It's LA.
Yes,
exactly. People of color. I feel like that's the worst.
Oh, as long as it's not Negro, I guess.
You like POCs?
Well, I don't like that either. Like when it says people of color, because now they're just like putting everybody in just like a cat. They like just the others.
Yeah,
that's what POC is.
That's
like
also
others.
People of color is also dangerously close to colored.
People of color and colored people are just—it's literally.
Oh my goodness!
Just switching them around.
This is one's gonna get you all banned.
No, that's just an observation.
I get it. I'm on y'all's side.
Give me a stamp of approval real quick, Willie, before we get.
It's all good, folks. It's all good. It's all good.
Thank you, YouTube and TikTok.
But the thing it's so sensitive nowadays. That's why we keep getting shadow banned and all that other stuff. It's like I said,
African American.
You didn't say poop though. It's like, oh my god. It's like.
Yeah, it's stupid. I think one of our videos we said boner in it, and we got banned on TikTok for a week or something.
Goodness.
But we're at the mercy of the algorithm gods.
Yeah.
I think we're all kind of reaching a snapping point.
Oh my goodness, I'm there. I'm there.
Well,
I'm at the snapping point.
Yeah, you can hear all about it on the Tourist Lava.
Oh yeah.
We'll vlog about it.
What was I going to ask you? I had a question before the black thing. What did I say? I can't remember what it was. Doesn't matter.
No, you were saying something about African American, and then Willie said, "That's wrong, you fucking white devil."
That's what I said. That's what it translated to. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Have you seen Ace Ventura: Pet Detective?
I love it.
Have you seen the second one?
I seen them
When
all.
Nature's Call?
Yeah.
My favorite scene in that movie is the Iquenchu Ocha, which means white devil. And they do the whole tribal where Jim Carrey has to win his way through the tribal thing.
I
It's the
love
funniest.
that.
That movie, both those movies are so goddamn funny. But that I will always remember Iquenchu Ocha because it's so ridiculous.
They don't make movies like that anymore.
No.
The Mask and like just some of those classic Jim Carreys.
They don't really make any comedies, I feel like.
Yeah, it has kind of gone away. It's and the comedies that they are giving us, they're like almost like Disney comedies. Like it's
Bros.
super safe.
Bros was
Did
one
you see
that-
Bros?
I haven't seen Bros yet.
I don't think anybody saw Bros.
No one saw
Have
it.
you? Have y'all seen it?
No one saw it.
Oh.
It made $4 million nationwide.
Opening weekend.
Nationwide made $4 million.
Yeah.
But then the guy came out and he's like, all you straight people are homophobes for not seeing it. And I'm like,
That's the wrong way to go about it.
not exactly.
Yeah. Let me prove to you that I'm not. Buy this ticket.
Yeah, and give you money.
Yeah.
But no, there's a couple trailers for it, and I'm like, that just like, and the worst part is Judd Apatow is doing the movie. Judd Apatow produced it and everything, and I saw a couple of the trailers, and I'm like, I don't care that it's gay or whatever. Like, you can tell a good story regardless.
Oh, it's a gay rom-com or something?
Yeah, it's
Pretty
a gay
much, yeah.
rom-com. So it's like the premise has not really been touched, at least for dudes. So it's like it is possible to make that funny. But then I saw the trailer and I'm like, oh yeah, that's exactly why it didn't work. It was just like it wasn't funny. And I don't think a lot of people like Billy on the Street.
Well, I didn't even think they didn't even mention it was Judd Apatow.
I'm going to watch it now, man. I've never heard
it would
of a
be
gay
worth checking
rom.
out.
Well, just because I'm curious on what a gay rom-com is
You're a
like.
curious guy? No, I get it. You're curious.
Yeah.
Looking for a bro?
Well, I imagine a gay rom-com, they always have there's got to be a moment, right? Every rom-com has the, when Harry met Sally moment.
Yeah,
What would it be for a gay rom-com?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, because guys are so different than females. Like, I guess, I don't know. In my head, guys are just like very sexual. They're kind of upfront. Like even the gay guys that I do know, like that's on Grindr. Like I was at the mall with my friend. He's gay, and he was on Grindr, and he said, "Oh, this guy wants to give me head. He asked me where am I at. I'll be right back." And he just left.
Yep.
He just left me, got
Eric does
head,
that.
and came back.
Yeah. No, it's very casual for them.
So in my head, a gay rom-com, I'm like, y'all don't gotta work it. So I like
That should be a 5-minute video.
it's just short.
You said it's like Harry met Sally.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I laugh.
I love that your dick is at a 71-degree angle.
Oh man.
I love the way you wipe jizz off your mouth.
When Harry blew Bally.
Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Bally.
I couldn't think of a name that rhymed with Alley. And for a dude.
Now you got
Sal
me,
is the
I
guy.
guess I could have just said Ali.
Sal, yeah.
Harry
Ali
met
would have
Sal.
been fine. But yeah, no. Yeah, all the gay guys I know, both effeminate and also butcher, I guess. I don't really know. Nothing educational is coming of this podcast.
Top to bottom.
But yeah, top and bottom, they're all very, very sexual like that. So it's like rom-com-y. I don't know if that's. I think just comedy would have been fine.
Yeah.
You can have love stories in a comedy and not make it like, I feel like most people don't even go and see regular rom-coms.
I don't watch regular rom-coms.
Yeah, I feel like women are the main narrative. Like,
And they'll go see it with usually a boyfriend or husband.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, like something like The Mask is technically a rom-com. Like the theme of it is like he's trying to win back Cameron Diaz.
It's
like,
such an exaggerated. It's like Roger Rabbit type of rom-com.
But yeah, it's just weird, like all the not that there are many comedies now, but the ones that are, it's either a Kevin Hart movie, a Rock movie, or it's so corporate it's not worth watching.
Kevin Hart has found the cookie cutter method of just comedies. It's like he's got like 3 movies out at a time.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's not deep dialogue. I mean, it works. It's the Tyler Perry. It's the Tyler Perry version of, because Tyler Perry just comes out with just the same idea.
Yeah. Well, it's like Jim Carrey. It's like we're plugging this guy into this situation.
Hey.
We're plugging Kevin Hart, who's like, whatever. I'm tough, but not tough. Put him in a ride along with Ice Cube. Like that's it works.
I disagree. Someone could do what Kevin Hart does. No one can do what Jim Carrey does. No one could do what Jim Carrey did.
Oh yeah, how big he is, just like
the physicality.
The physical.
Cat Williams could be Kevin Hart.
Yeah,
but Cat Williams is too. He doesn't give a fuck. He really does not care.
He does not care at all.
But yeah, no one could beat Jim Carrey.
A little bit off. But, we are going to Midwest, and we haven't been to the Midwest before.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing about the Midwest?
The people. When, like, for example, when you do a comedy show like in LA, everybody's like, let's see who's gonna be on the lineup, and it's like, I go, I do not go. When you go to a comedy show in the Midwest, they make an event out of it. They just want to go. They're buying new clothes. They're like, they'll buy a ticket up in advance because they just want to get out the house. This is an event for them because I don't say there's not a lot to do, but it's like bars and maybe there's some local things, but it's like, LA has now come to the Midwest, so that's such a fun experience for a lot of these people. Like, I was just at my high school reunion maybe 2 weeks ago, and everybody was just taking photos. What's up, Hollywood? Hollywood, man, I haven't seen you since in College Hill, and just it was Hollywood.
How duped they were, right?
How duped they were.
Clout chasers.
So the bar is so low in the Midwest.
No, it's not even that it's low. It's just like they're excited to come to these type of things. Then I love local diners. I'm a huge fan of just local diners, and there's a lot of these like local eateries where it's just like, this was my great grandma's recipe, and this is the pie, and it's like, oh my God, what did you put in there?
We put a pound of butter and sugar in it, but
and
hey,
it's amazing.
And you'll love it.
They don't care about no gluten, so if you gluten free, it's like they like, what's wrong with you? Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the Midwest is definitely more like present in everything, where it's like, okay, hey, if you're going to a local spot, you're there. Like it's not like, I guess like it's not corporate really. Like LA is like just such a machine of like chain restaurant. Here's an event. Here's who you're getting. Whatever. It's like, okay, there's like mystery and like discovery in like the Midwest at least, which is
the
nice.
Midwest is about having fun.
Yeah.
They're the ones that still ride around with you'll be on a tractor on a sofa that's being dragged by the tractor, and just like we're going mudsliding. It's like, all right, let's go mudsliding then. And it's beautiful to see the different seasons. Like while we're there, we're gonna go during fall, so you'll see just the trees, the leaves, and just it's cold, it's warm, and it's nice to see, just to experience just that type of environment.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever had an actual fall. As terrible as it sounds, for us,
all the
trees out here are green all the time.
Goodness.
We have not had a lot of seasons. So for us, it's like, I would say our fall is like, okay, when we were growing up, fall for us is like, people are putting pumpkins outside their house so we can take them and go smash them.
Did y'all ever do that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, fall for us is also like fire season. Out here, that's when the fires happen. So it's like it goes leaves, fires happen, bare trees. That's it.
Bad.
Yeah, it's
so. But yeah, we have been pumpkin smashing.
We went pumpkin smashing one time, and I was the driver. And Mitchell grabbed a pumpkin that was so big, and he tried to throw it. We would take him and throw him out the window at a mailbox. Mitchell grabbed the pumpkin, tried to throw it out the window, and couldn't get out the window. He's like, "Oh shit, it's stuck."
I remember the very first pumpkin I grabbed to smash. I grabbed it off this porch, and it's on a hill, so there's a big retaining wall. It's like a little drop, and they're parked on the corner. So I grabbed this pumpkin. It's a big pumpkin. It was a lot bit heavier than I expected. I'm running. I jumped off this retaining wall. My ankle buckles, and like the way the pumpkin was, it was like right underneath my chin, so it fucking knocked my head back. I almost broke my ankle and knocked myself out at the same time.
Y'all are the worst pumpkin smashers.
I never did pumpkin smash. I thought it was too fucked up. I would always drive. I thought it was too fucked up to take a little kid's pumpkin that they carved and put effort into and someone paid money for and then smash it in the street. But these guys were, they had no remorse.
Well, to be fair, the very first pumpkin I grabbed was a fake one.
That is even funnier.
It was one of those plastic ones with like a candle in it that like always burns. So I grabbed it and I'm like, oh fuck, what did I do? Just put it back and then I ran away.
You loser.
Well, we were doing with our older brother and his friends. We were trying to impress them, you know.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Snitch.
I want to go down and do this. I'm still down. I want a pumpkin smash.
That's some suburb shit. That's definitely like there's not a lot of for us growing up. Like when you grow up in the suburbs, like there's not like any hard crimes you can do. So you get like the fun you have is like kind of a crime, but not really a crime.
Yeah.
Like, we used to TP. Did you ever TP?
Yeah, I've never done it, but I've been TP.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
it's a
fun,
blast.
where you just huck.
That's worse.
It's a blast. Oh, we got in a TP war with someone, and while we were hitting their house, they destroyed our house. We like perfectly timed it where they went up the neighborhood and we went down the neighborhood and we just passed by each other. But they got us good that time, and then we were like, okay, this is vendetta time. This is war. So we spent a whole night shredding phone books and newspapers and toilet paper.
We were 3-hole punching newspapers so that you take all the end, you sprinkle them in their lawn. We may or may not have been bottling up pee. They had the plastic forks. You put the fork in there and you break it in the lawn.
Yeah.
So you take the handle out and it's just the prongs. So you have to super hard to get out.
But yeah, the whole thing was
we were very petty.
We shredded. We were going to shred the paper. We bottled the pee, and then we were going to hose it down.
So it makes it harder to pick it up.
Who were these? Just random people, like these
people that
like
went to our high school.
friends.
People that went to our high school.
Was this a rival group? Or were, they just or were they just the black people in the neighborhood?
No.
I'm joking.
There were no black people in the neighborhood.
Except for that one time I came by.
Yes.
A lot of for sale signs.
A lot of for sale signs. There goes the neighborhood.
Including ours. We left. No, but
Did a couple.
well, it's weird because the suburbs have like you know, like when you're in the suburbs, you have like, you know, it's like vandalism, but it's not bad. It's like, okay. They do that.
Yeah.
But in the Midwest, you got like we have suburb shit. You guys got redneck shit.
Yeah,
Like what you were just talking about, the mudsliding on the back of a couch and a tractor.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's some Midwest shit.
Yeah.
Dude, the one thing I wanted to do in Minneapolis that we saw a day late, I think actually it was called the Sandbox, I think, and it was
Extreme Sandbox.
Extreme Street Sandbox, where you would go and you could use like bulldozers and what the fuck? Why can I not?
Caterpillars, like industrial sized
actors,
excavators.
Excavators, thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. And you could go and you could fuck around with them and throw dirt everywhere, and they would just do a bunch of redneck shit. And I'm like, if we're out there again, we'll have way more time on this tour.
Yeah.
Absolutely, let's do it. Absolutely want to do that shit.
Oh my goodness! And when y'all are in Arkansas, my grandma owned 15 acres, and we would just like they didn't have trash cans, so we would burn. We was the type that would burn trash. And one time, it started a whole fire in like the little forest area because the wind just said, and the ambers just said, and it was like, oh snap! My cousin, the one that knocked my teeth out, he was the sickest of them all, man. Like he would go catch frogs. Like he had this huge mason jar of frogs, and he would pour gasoline in it and then throw the frogs in that same bonfire.
Oh God!
And if you've never heard a frog scream, it is the most craziest noise you've ever heard. It's like, ah!
What kind of psychopath?
This Martin.
What kind of animal is like, yo, I'm gonna kind of making a murderer shit? Did your family grow
That's
up
redneck shit, dude.
That's redneck.
I think
Frogs on fire?
that's just pure boredom.
It's
It's
like-
pure
yeah,
boredom.
it's
where
like-
it's like burning. That's like burning ants with a magnifying glass. It's just like,
Or it's
all
like-
right, I got nothing else to do.
It's just in a larger scale.
Yeah.
Shoving a firecracker in a gopher hole. See what happens, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, when we used to work at a golf course, when they would get like gophers, like bad sets of gophers on the course, it would be like cutting up the fairway. They have this concussive gas, right? So you'd go and you'd fill the hole with a pretty good amount of concussive gas, and you wait. You go, somewhere on the side, like behind the bunker or something, and they light it, And one of the times they lit it, poof, huge explosion. You just see this frog got blasted. It's going like this. So for all good scream, it was probably there.
We have learned our lesson, Peter.
Yeah.
We apologize for our ignorance from when we were younger.
Well,
but we have
still
grown.
murder animals.
And then eat them, though, but we eat them afterwards.
Yeah.
It's sustenance. Thank you, God.
There was one time, so this is also a story that I want to work out, but I've never actually told. So me and my mom, so we live on a country road.
Okay.
And me and my mom, one of the things that we do when I'm there, she likes to go walking. We'll go walking. And
I'll go walk with
there's, I bet you would. And there's like, we have deer warnings like crazy because we have lots of deer. Mm-hmm. And it got to a point where they're like, if you see a deer need to kill it, just kill it and do whatever because it's they're mating like crazy and no one's doing anything about it.
Okay.
So, this deer got hit by a car in front of me and my mom. The deer jumps out of the little woods and then this car just poof, and it like hits to the side and then the truck just kept driving off. And I'm like I'm not terrified, but I'm like, it's one of those like, what? Did we just see a deer? And you know, they don't really make noises. Like anytime, and these animals, they just like it's trying to get up and it can't get up. Like it's trying to do something, but it's like it's dying. Yeah. So I was like, Mom, what do we do? She's like, I think it needs to be put down. I was like, I know that, but who's gonna do that? And Mama Mac is like, go. You should probably dang, this is such a weird story to tell. No, I'm saying
Mama Mac. I thought you were gonna say Mama Mac got the gat.
No. She choked it. She didn't. No, she didn't choke it. We just walked away. We called someone that actually that would come and like actually kill the deer like the right way. But I was like, dang, just to see this actual roadkill. Like we see deer and stuff hit on the side, but we never actually see it get hit.
The carcass.
We see the carcass.
action.
But have y'all ever seen the actual?
I've seen a lot of videos. I've seen a couple of YouTube videos where it's like the dash cam camera and the deer runs in front.
One of the funniest videos I ever watched when we were growing up was there's a cow on the middle of a train track, and it's just the video of this conductor, and the cow is just blankly just staring at the train head on, and you hear the conductor go, "I'll move, you dumb son of a bitch." And then the cow just disappeared.
No.
Ground beef.
There's another. There's like a
Compilation.
And there's another one that's like he's trying to outrun. He's trying to run away.
On the tracks,
He's running on the track.
No, that's even funnier.
So he doesn't go to the side. He just keeps running on the track and then he dies.
I've had roadkill one time. My uncle hit a rabbit.
Wait,
And-
roadkill like you ate it?
Yeah, we ate it. My uncle hit a rabbit on the road. He gets out, and it was still kind of living, but he ends up just like wringing his neck. And then took it home, threw it in the bag, took it home to my grandma. She threw it in the freezer, and then took it out the freezer, spilled the skin. We had it for dinner.
How was it?
It was pretty good. Rabbits taste like chicken,
They got that fast twitch muscle.
I feel like everything tastes like chicken.
almost.
Crocodile.
I
I feel like
will-
every comparison's always tastes like chicken.
I kind of what you were saying to the putting down the deer. At the golf course we used to work at, which by the way I've killed a lot of rabbits.
Yeah,
I-
Sean's rabbit Hitler.
It was they cut up the golf course. We do that, but then also
Elmer Dud.
in the morning when you're driving the back road, because it's kind of up in the hills of Simi. All these rabbits, it's still like dawn, so they're just all spread out.
Yeah.
And when you're going around this corner, none of them really move.
They don't. It's kind
They
of a
don't. It
blind
doesn't
corner.
process that there's a car. There's a car coming, and I'm telling you, it was like, like I was like, oh my god,
It's like hitting a speed bag.
yeah, like it was so bad. I didn't eat any of them. But,
Yeah, you should have.
yeah, right. But anyway, no. One of the days, my managers, they were, they normally shoot rabbits. One of the days they were decided let's try and shoot one of the birds. So they ended up shooting one of the birds, and when they went down there, like, you know, they shot off the tee box, and when they went down on the fairway, the bird wasn't dead. It was like pretty badly injured, but it was still alive.
Yeah.
So they radioed me like, "Hey,
No.
Sean, can you come out here and bring a shovel?"
No.
And I'm like, "Okay." And they're like, "Hey, we kind of fucked up. Like, we thought it'd be like an instant kill, but it wasn't. And well, I don't have the heart to do it. But can you? Mind you, I was 16 or 17.
Oh my goodness.
Can you put it out of its misery?" And I have a fucking shovel, and I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "Thanks. I'll see you up at the clubhouse." So I'm trying to do it right. So I'm looking at this fucking thing. I'm like, "Oh my god."
How hard is it? I mean, you just
No. So
I want a heart. Mitch.
I know.
No. Okay. One, dull shovel. 2, the bird. I kept like straightening out its neck to get a clean cut. He kept moving and curling his neck, so I couldn't go high up and do it.
Why don't you just get a golf club and beat the fuck out of it?
I'm not gonna jump a bird, dude.
I mean,
At
it's
least
worse that he's laying there and you guys are just letting it.
At least
That's worse.
No, if I cut it, if I get a
At
clean
least
cut,
just treat him like
No.
Joe Pesci at the end of Goodfellas.
if I get a clean cut, at least it's a clean death. But I have a dull shovel, and he keeps moving his fucking neck. Oh man! So finally, I end up you can't go. I couldn't go all the way up and fucking guillotine it. I had to like jam it.
Why didn't you just keep it on the neck? And then you know how you jump on the shovel when it's a thick bit of dirt? Just do that.
I get that because it doesn't cut.
What
clean
kind
through.
of bird was this?
It's a coot.
A what?
A coot.
It's like a little. It's like a.
It's a little bigger than a duck.
It's a duck.
Not
it's like
to be
a duck,
mistaken for a coon.
Yeah, not a coot.
It's like a smaller goose.
I think it's COUT. I'm not sure. Coot bird.
That is so
That's
funny.
So Sean's also Coot Hitler as well.
Oh, those are hideous.
Yeah. So anyway, I end up doing the first thing. Legs go up, wings out. I'm like, "Oh, Jesus Christ." And it kept moving its neck, so I tried to do it again. It didn't go through. So I'm like, "Fuck." So I pick it up, I start beating it, and then I'm like, "Fuck." So then I finally just like do whatever I can to put it out, but it was rough.
Should have pulled an Ozzy Osbourne and just
I mean, I should
would have been the better move.
Why you couldn't? I would have at least asked for the gun again.
The pellet gun.
So put it right on the head.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was rough. Well, there's single fire. So a black, yeah,
Like a musket?
yes, exactly. But it was brutal.
So by the way, Peter, that was Sean. Sean's the.
But
that's Sean.
Again, we have grown a lot from this. I apologize
Yeah.
for if this upsets the
Well,
cool
No.
families.
Now I know just to sharpen my shovel.
Well, no, we went to the beach the other day, and
It's
Sean,
like-
Sean tried to do that to a seagull. As
Yeah.
well.
Oh my gosh.
He has a
Yeah, it's like
problem.
what Abraham Lincoln said. You know, if I had 8 hours to cut down a tree, I spend 7 hours sharpening my axe.
Isn't that George Washington?
Whoever it is, fuck him.
Something
A
like
president said it.
What
It was Obama.
Oh, y'all are funny.
If I have 8 hours to drone strike someone,
Oh,
I spend
man.
7 hours training someone on the drone.
Y'all are so
So yeah,
funny.
that was probably my toughest encounter.
Now we help rescue beavers. That's what we do.
Yeah, to make up for it. None of this is going on social media.
Well, you know. Jeff like that one.
All we have is the
take it.
intros.
Yeah. Spend a lot of time coddling beaver. That's what we do.
I love cat.
Yeah.
Cats and beavers.
Cats and beavers.
So I've had a tough break with that too. But
Man.
I think if I had an actual gun or a bow, I could totally do it.
He's a bow.
Well,
like a bow and arrow.
You're not Joe Rogan.
Who the fuck do
I'm
you
saying
think
if you are going hunting, some of them use bows and some of them use guns.
But you.
I'm not saying I'm good with it, but if that's what I had,
He thinks because he worked at a country club.
oh, a bow is better than a fucking dull shovel. Okay,
No, anything.
give me some tool,
Yeah.
a hatchet. It's fine. I'll do it.
a pocket knife.
Yeah.
That
Well,
honestly
I need a little.
honestly would have been better.
It would. Oh, I could have got a clean cut on it.
Shank
Yeah.
this coot.
Yeah. Duck territory, fucker. Get out of here.
Wearing the wrong color feathers.
Yeah, exactly.
Scrooge McDuck, bitch.
Yeah.
Boar grills over there.
Oh man, that's funny stuff.
Yeah. So
Well,
Yeah, I can't kill.
Alex is not. Alex
I'm
can't
not
do
I
it.
can't kill an animal. A fish, I can pull a fish out of the water, but like,
Have you ever
Well, we
been deep sea fishing?
Yeah. Well, no. Well, yes, I have. Me and my dad did this thing off the pier of like Santa Monica where we
That's
just
not-
kind of went off.
Well, you probably caught like something like this big.
you got
small.
it. So if we ever go on vacation somewhere, if we get enough money and we go like somewhere tropical, we all have to go deep sea fishing. It's a blast. Our dad, like when we get on like Hawaii or Cabo, he would like go deep sea fishing with us. So the first time we go deep sea fishing, we hit this insane pot of giant tuna. I mean, fish
huge school.
the
Big-
school of like the size of us,
160-pound tuna.
massive.
Yeah.
3 of us. We pulled in 3 of them.
I think they're like 80, 90, and like 120.
They were
big
heavy
fuckers.
as fuck.
Yeah.
They were big ass tunas.
How hard is it to reel them in?
The reels are pretty gnarly.
Tuna
So
that would make a Japanese man blush. That's is that or anybody for that matter.
the
It's a lot of sushi.
it is a lot of sushi. So we reel them in. It's not horrible. There's some fight, but the reels are pretty gnarly. Like they're like industrial size. Like the line is thicker than this.
For the most part, you're just fighting for a while. It
But
it takes a
reel
long
in-
time.
So I catch the first tuna and I reel it in.
No,
and
no. I caught the first fish, and it was just a little 8-pound skipjack. And what they do to kill it is they take this little like it looks like a screw, and they just hold it down right in the top of their head.
They do what?
They take this little screw to kill it. They just drive the screw right in the top of their head. He's gonna squirt, stops.
It literally, it's like they have it in the hand, and it's like vibrating, moving so fast, and then he just goes, doop, and it just
Kills
dead.
it. Humanely.
So we're like, oh, weren't expecting that. So then I pull in. We weren't thinking. The adrenaline's going. When you catch a fish, when it's on the line, it's an insane adrenaline.
Yeah.
and when multiple people have lines too. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of them
everybody's
hit at the
hitting.
same time. So I get mine in, and I peel a big old fucker. I had the biggest one. We pull this sucker in, and it's like, holy shit. Look at that thing. It's so big. 2 guys, I just out of nowhere, take a baseball bat and just start beating the
No way.
just on its skull, just beating the shit out of this tuna.
And we're just like 13, like 12, 13-year-olds just being like, okay.
Oh.
And they're just walloping this thing.
Wallop.
Just fucking, like the fish owed him money.
It was like
Sammy
a cartoon.
Sosa
Yes.
and Mark McGuire on
Yeah.
steroids.
It was like a cartoon where they take out just like a giant sledgehammer and just start going to town on it. And I'll never forget I still remember the noise it made hitting its skull.
Yeah.
Because
it's
hit
like
it right on the
it's solid, like it's bone, but it's like porous. So it's not like a conch. It's like almost like a little crackle.
It's a
Yeah.
thud.
yeah.
And
So-
the fish is also, by the way, when he's getting hit, making a really dumb face. it's making a face like.
It just has one. You just see one eye, and then it just starts crying slowly.
It's a red tear.
So yeah, that was an interesting experience from the deep sea fish.
Have y'all gone deep sea fishing since?
So
We did, yeah.
Willie. I was thinking about this after the tour and everything. I was thinking either about renting a cabin and doing like a comics retreat.
Yeah.
Where we invite a bunch of comics and shit down there.
Comics are known for their money and renting things.
Well, no, I mean like okay, worst case we get it and we just film content or do a show or something,
Yeah.
or bring some people and go deep sea fishing.
I'm
In
down
the winter,
for
it might be a
deep
little
sea.
tough, but actually that might be the season, depending on where we're at.
The fuck do I look like? See,
Why would y'all look
Steve
at
Irwin.
you?
Well, last time we went in Cabo. We didn't catch it like that. That first time.
The first trip really
you
set the
don't
bar.
you don't really catch a lot of huge fish like that. It was fucking awesome.
Where was this at? That
That was in Hawaii.
that was in Hawaii. That was if we go, we have to go to Cabo. Cabo's where you want to go because
You can do that in San Diego.
if you go down to San Diego's fine, but Cabo, it's Cabo.
September.
So if you go-
June to September.
If you go down to Cabo, you can, the fish you catch are still good size, but they're Dorados, so they're ahi-ahi. They're fish you would normally eat. So if you catch them, they'll literally they have guys on the pier that'll just go, hey, sit down, we'll fillet it up and cook it for you, and whatever. It's like we'll just charge you for the cooking fee, but it's like we'll cook up your fish, 7-course meals of the fish, sashimi, fillets, everything right in front of you. So it's dope to just be like, walk right off and be like, yeah, hell yeah, kick it. We'll have a,
So what do y'all do with this much fish though? Like even if you cook like one fish, I feel like that feeds you for a week or something.
So you could vacuum seal it up and you could take it.
Okay, that's all. Okay.
Or you can like as a tip give it to the deckhands and they can sell it. So that's a tip.
They made a killing on us.
In Hawaii, they made a fuck. Like they cooked us up like
how much is something like a 100-pound tuna worth? Like I see them sometimes, like when you watch the Discovery Channel, where they'll be like, "Yeah, we caught this tuna and we gave them, and it's like worth $300,000."
Depends on the meat. I mean,
our tunas were probably 1,000 each.
Wow.
Yeah, they were large and
kind of ahi,
healthy, but yeah, they're probably 1,000. There's a show called Wicked Tuna
market price
on one of the Discovery channels or something, where they catch the ones they catch are like 400 or 500
market price.
They're insanely big.
What?
Oh,
they
yeah.
get that big?
Oh yeah.
Oh, fish don't stop growing. Like fish really don't
Especially
stop growing
tuna.
until.
Oh my goodness, a 400-pound tuna.
And that's when they chop off the head and the tail. Like,
Well, I don't.
that's just
Yeah.
meat.
So in Havasu, you know Lake Havasu, right?
Yeah.
So there's a dam on the end.
minimum of $22 a pound for like sushi grade tuna.
And it was Hawaiian fucking. Hey, so in Lake Havasu, yeah. So fish don't stop growing. The only way they pretty much die basically off predators eating them, or I mean they can live for a fucking long time.
Fish can.
Yeah, and they don't stop. Like there's nothing stopping them from growing. If they're eating, they're gonna grow.
Yeah.
And in Lake Havasu, there's this dam, and at the end of the dam, they have to check the dams for like breaks or anything like that, like structural damage. Every year, they have a scuba company go down. They check the bottom of it, and they've said they haven't used the same company every year because there are some fucking giant catfish at the bottom, and literally they'll see them and be like, "Fuck this shit!" Like 13, 14-foot catfish.
Yeah.
At the bottom by the dam, and they just sit there at the openings in the bottom, and they'll just sit there with their mouth open, just eat the fish that come through.
I think, can you get swallowed by a catfish?
They wouldn't eat you.
They can't swallow you, but they'll just drag your ass down and eventually it'll kill you.
They'll scare the fuck out of you. They wouldn't really like.
Catfish are smart. Catfish will drown you.
Like my dad was one of those people that used to catch catfish, and my uncles where they would stick their hand in like the hole and let the catfish like
Noodling.
bite them.
Yeah,
Your dad did hillbilly hand fishing.
Yeah.
Your dad's so fucking sick. How are you so
LA.
so much uncooler than your dad? Your dad's a beast.
Because he was like, I don't want you to live the life that I've lived.
Fair enough.
And now you're like, I won't. Let's go to LA.
But that's crazy. Like I did go fishing. Fishing was one of the things that I did a lot in St. Louis when I just needed to get away from like the family and just like to relax. I would just go out there in the lake and catch. I never caught anything big, like just little small trouts and like little things like that. But
it's still fun.
It's very calming.
yeah, it's so calming. Yeah,
Especially our buddy is a mountain man. He does a lot of social media work, like back end analytics, crazy stuff. But then he'll literally just go off the grid for a weekend and just fish up in like Mammoth or just completely remote. And it's just like, that shit is awesome.
Yeah.
He got a drone now too, so he takes drone footage of he'll just fly it around into these places, and it's insane. Shout out to Wes. But
what's some other redneck shit you've done?
what's the most hillbilly redneck thing you've done?
No, I think I've been
Or seen?
What is some advice you'd give city guys when they go to the Midwest?
Y'all definitely have to go and just see, just go out in the woods, just nature. It's very woody there, as you could only imagine, and just like soak that all in, because the Midwest, at least like St. Louis.
Do they get service out there? Will I get service on my phone?
Maybe not.
He's kidding.
Oh, okay. I was about to say most times not really.
No.
There are some spots where it's just like you have no service for like an hour or two. But definitely the fishing. I would definitely say that. Like I could take us if the spots are still open. Yeah.
Can we fish with your dad?
He won't do it.
Damn.
He's too old now, man. He's gonna whoop me for saying that. My dad would still try to fight me. My mom popped my mouth the other when I was last home because I was making fun of my brother James, And she's like, boy, stop talking about your brother. I was like, oh, whatever. And I kept on going, and she goes to pop me in my mouth, and I caught her hand. I was like, Mama, will you quit? She said, put your hand down, let me hit you. And I put my hand down, and I let my mom hit me in my mouth. Still scared of this little 5'4" little lady, man.
Does she still got it?
She still got a little bit. She got a little something. That it's like riding a bike. It doesn't go away.
She's gonna love us trashing each other.
The Midwest is very, I don't want to say it's boring, but it's kind of boring. You don't really do much. You go shopping, you eat at diners, and you go to like local bars. It's kind of like the thing
sounds
to
like
do.
heaven for me.
No, it's nice. It's a nice getaway, but it's not something that you would want to do, especially because you've been spoiled by in LA, where you're like, all right, I want to go out and do something like if I'm hungry at 10 o'clock, almost everything is closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
Except for like there might be a Denny's somewhere.
Now, how do you think us city guys would do with the Midwest women?
They gonna love y'all.
Really?
They are gonna love you all. Well, this is y'all are dorky.
Because usually women.
Wait, hold on. What did you say?
Y'all are dorky. Y'all are like.
What the? No one would describe us as dorks.
Who wouldn't describe you all as dorks? Oh my god.
Muscle-bound sex gods is usually the first one we get. Fuck machine is another one I get all the time.
Oh.
Not dorky.
Well, you said in the Midwest.
Yeah, in the Midwest, they'll probably think even more of that.
They will definitely think y'all are dorky. They would not believe that y'all are twins for the most part and are triplets. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, what? And then when they see you all's acting, y'all doing some of you all's choreography, they can be like, they're dorky. We love them.
No, one of my other in the nickname.
Dorky is like I like anime and shit like that.
That's not dorky.
It's a Midwest.
That is
it's
dorky.
a Midwest dork because we're city dorky, as opposed to the traditional dork. I get it.
The
girls.
I'm not saying y'all like the dudes in school like.
No.
No.
Like dorky because all the girls. I'm sure if you go on the dating apps in the Midwest, it's like the girls are the ones holding up the fish and the deer is they killed the deer. And we're gonna be like, here's a photo of me and a labradoodle.
That's why they would think you all are dorky. Yes, because the women are like that. A lot of them are like, hey, let's go hunting. My dad will take us to we own 20 acres here. We can go kill deer with spears and shit.
And Sean's like, I can't even kill a bird.
They gonna laugh at you. If you told that coot story, they're like, you didn't just grab his neck and wring it.
Now that I think about it, that would have been the way to do it.
Yeah, but they do it so easily. This like my grandma made turtle soup once. And
it runs in the family.
A
Mac tradition.
But the way to get the turtle's head out of his shell is that you get a stick and you poke its butt. So when you poke its butt, it sticks its head out and you just cut its head off. I'm sure there's other ways, but that was my grandma's preferred method.
So not only did your grandma sodomize the turtle, she then executed the turtle.
It's the Midwest way.
Your family has so many cruel ways of getting rid of turtles.
Your family is the Mussolini and Stalin to turtle.
My man.
Splash zone.
You guys are the worst. Willie froze a turtle, and then his grandma
shoved sticks up the
Oh my god, his grandma.
The old peekaboo.
His grandma's the fucking guillotine in the French Revolution. Well, how was the soup?
Man. Oh, that was funny.
How was the soup?
I didn't eat it. I didn't eat it.
Where is she getting all these live turtles? Where she's just like,
it's the Midwest. It's just they just
right by the river.
Yeah.
But she had such an efficient system to doing it that she must have eaten and killed a lot of
probably
turtles.
just passed down. This is how my grandma killed turtles. This is how my great grandma killed turtles.
The birds and the bees and the turtles and the sticks.
Dad, you gonna tell me about the turtles and the sticks? When a man loves a woman, sometimes
he gonna make her a turtle.
Oh man,
Fuck. Well, I don't want turtle soup. I'll tell you that. That's not something I can eat after the inhumane way I've heard of killing them.
At least it's a quick death.
I guess it is. The worst is we have tortoises, and I know that would work really effectively. I'm just imagining like a fucking one of those old like cuckoo clocks. Like the more turtle's head is just a whap. At least it doesn't have time to like look up with its turtle eyes at you.
It's just.
Oh boy.
Oh, fuck, Willie.
All that shell can't protect you from the back end. Poor guy.
Everyone has an Achilles heel.
Achilles butthole for the turtle. Poor oh man.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, fuck. Poor guy. Oh my god, damn, that's funny. It'll be exciting. It'll be fun.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. The tourist lava
Oh fuck.
coming to a city near you.
After the shows, Willie's not gonna sell merch. He's just gonna bring your turtle. Willie will perform his family tradition. Oh gosh,
Next.
Jesus. Oh my god, that was funny.
Turtles in a half shell. Turtle Bauer.
Yeah.
Turtle chowder.
Turtle chowder. Oh, poor guy. I feel so bad for the turtle chowder.
New England. Oh my God.
St. Louis turtle chowder.
Wow.
A Mac delicacy. Well, you know, we're gonna have to get you. We're gonna have to make you a shirt with a stick and a turtle in it, and then just have the. I wish I could get you a neon sign that was just a turtle and a stick, and then the stick in the turtle's butt. Like one of those old school shitty cartoons.
If we get rich enough, maybe we can make that work.
Oh my God.
I can't wait till I'm rich. I can't wait to have just fuck you money and just be able to buy. I think a lot of my money would be allocated to buying like ways to fuck with my friends. That would be a good majority of my money, I think.
That's exactly what happened when we were on the bachelor party. We went with a bunch. We were the poorest people by far, and my one buddy just comes up to us at this bachelor party and he goes, "Hey, I'm gonna rent kayaks and we'll pay you guys to race each other in the kayaks and we'll bet on you." And we're like,
hilarious.
Yeah. And then we kayak race. I was like, "So you're paying for the kayaks?" He's like, "Yeah, we'll pay for them. We'll pay you guys." We're like, "Absolutely, let's fucking go, baby."
Did y'all do it?
Oh yeah,
yeah. They took bets.
We raced on the kayaks.
Who won?
Everybody took bets, and then I won. Of course, I won.
I had been drinking.
I was injured reserve.
Even if you were sober, I would have beat you.
Maybe
Ain't no competition. I'm not, especially endurance. You don't have the mental fortitude that I do.
Well, we'll show you the other competition that I did, not Alex. That was why I was initially an underdog in one thing, and then that happened. We'll show you after.
Yeah.
We did like backyard Oklahoma drills at the bachelor party.
Well, me and the Bachelor, he played college lacrosse and I played college rugby, and it was always like we would get drunk in Phoenix, and he'd be like, I think one of them would be like, "Oh yeah, Sean would fuck you up," and I'd be like, "Yeah, I probably could," and he's like, "No, I'll fuck you up. Like, let's do Oklahoma drill," and I'm like, "Okay," and then they'd be like, "No, don't do that."
For those that don't know, the Oklahoma drill is when you just it's mano-a-mano, you just square up, and you have a little bit of distance, and you just hit each other and see who can put. It's almost like a sumo wrestling where you see who can push each other the farthest or who can tackle the other one. And
it's not like an open field. It's you have a cone here and a cone here. Maybe arms a little wider than arms distance. Like it's not long. There's nowhere to hide.
Into each other and see who wins.
So we did that, and it was always like a joke. Like, oh yeah, like we'll get drunk. And one time,
Sean is 5'4", portly, and our buddy is 6'3". Tall.
He's 6'4", 250.
Yeah, not 250. He's like 225.
You got him?
250. Yeah,
we'll show you the video after.
But anyway,
low man wins.
It would always be like, yeah, let's do it in the apartment building, and they were like, no, like we're gonna go through somebody's drywall. Like, don't do that.
Did y'all ever play sideline pop here?
Sideline pop,
where y'all was playing street football, but if you was near the grass, they could tackle you.
Oh no!
Oh, that's fucking smart.
That'd been fun.
Yeah, we
Okay.
We had a lot of sidewalk.
Yeah, there's not a lot of. It's always curb. Like you guys have like the asphalt kind of like ramps up where you could just walk on the curb. Ours was always like we got curb, and then we had a sidewalk or whatever pavers, and then
This is more green as well.
yeah, there's a lot more green. Like Minneapolis, everything was grass building. Whatever. There's just like sidewalk.
I like that.
Yeah.
What's
So
it
that's
called?
a good.
Sideline pop. So
Sideline
we'll
pop.
play football in the street, and if you was near the sideline, pow, you just get.
I love that.
You just got popped right there.
love
on the
that.
Are you trying
sideline.
to play when we go to the Midwest?
Man, I don't know if my knees can handle that anymore. But that was like my
Pop the teeth
favorite
out.
sport, man. Gabriel was a good quarterback. My little brother Gabriel. I was fast, but I couldn't catch.
Good combination.
If you could give me the ball, I was like, because
Yeah.
I was fast and I could jump like crazy.
Nice.
You do
But-
the alligator clap? You just try to
Just
catch
try to
it like
catch the
that?
ball
Yeah.
like that. I could never catch the ball over my shoulder. I never
That's
knew how to
tricky.
do that.
Yeah.
But if it was just like this and all of that, but yeah, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I miss. Kids don't play outside anymore, man.
No.
I was trying to tell Malcolm like, let's go outside. He's like, why? It's like, I don't know. It's outdoors.
You know, just because the entire world is out there.
In his defense, you live in downtown LA, so going outside is
Yeah.
getting attacked by a homeless person.
Well, even when we were growing up, it was like, yeah, right. Even when we were growing up, it was like we would go to our neighbor's house, be like, "Yo, you want to play street hockey or football or something?" It's like you would actually go to doors or like see if they want to play outside. And my parents would be like, "Just get the fuck out of the house."
That's it.
Now they hang out on Discord.
Oh, my son loves Discord.
Yeah.
He stays on the Discord, man.
Why go outside when you can go outside in the metaverse?
Oh my goodness. Oh.
I get it.
Have you heard of metaverse strippers?
I saw that people are making crazy money as a metaverse stripper.
Now, I don't know how real that is.
Oh, it's legit.
How can you strip on metaverse?
What you mean? You making your own avatar and
But
it's,
can you pick how big your like tits are and everything?
I could only assume that if you're customizing your avatar, you can customize that. But yeah, I was reading an article about these people just making like stupid bang, and they're guys. There's guys that will sit there and they're like, they don't. This all they see, all the other people see is an avatar.
Yeah.
So it could be anybody in this other.
Yeah.
But like you could still can control with your hands. Like, so you can still like possibly touch or throw fake money, whatever
So
it is.
But you
crazy.
can't feel it.
I don't do it.
You can't feel porn, but people watch it.
Yeah, but
Or
but
make
at least
it.
I can imagine myself in it. This is the meta. I don't want a Wii character dancing in front of me.
Have you never watched like a cartoon porn?
I've seen them before, but it's not-
hentai.
Yeah,
doesn't
I watched one. I was like, what is this even about?
Yeah.
And I watched it. I can see why people watch it.
Yeah, they make those giant, like outlandishly big boobs.
They're just humongously.
They're just
and
like fucking like rocking like a boat.
They're just taking horse cock, just crazy.
What the cartoon are you
The
watching?
cartoon. No, I'm just saying the penises in these cartoons are like super long.
Yeah, freakishly.
Just
Yeah.
like,
For me, I thought they were average size.
oh, okay, yeah, naturally, well, us little penis folks.
You're trim.
You've got a slim fit.
Yeah, I saw an animated porn. And it was Tom and Jerry themed. That's what it was.
Oh my gosh, this stuff is so funny to me.
No, I'm kidding.
I mean, that is hilarious.
Well, you know the rule 34 is, right?
What? No.
Rule 34 is if you can think of it, there's porn for it. So like a cartoon, yep. There's like Mario and Peach, whatever. Yep. Bowser, probably yep.
Absolutely, yes.
But like any of that, like a car. I wonder if there's some about like Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, there sure is. Wow. So if you can think about it, that's the rule. That's the internet.
That's
Dinkelberg.
The internet. That's the internet.
Back to the metaverse thing. There are now metaverse strip clubs. And
Crazy.
there's avatars that grind on each other.
Crazy.
And I think you can digitally tip them. I believe what you can do.
I mean, I'll tell you what. If I'm doing a little grind, bump and grind on the metaverse, and you're tipping Bitcoin, like, okay,
You would do it.
yeah.
this is a
For fake stripping, and somebody's gonna give me Bitcoin, which I could sell for real money. Fuck yeah! Why wouldn't I do it?
Let me just explain the. This is a recollection that somebody had from their time in the metaverse strip club. Our ranks include a giant hot dog grinding on one of the poles, a twerking stick figure robot, a guy in devil horns who claps whenever the robot shakes its ass, and a girl with Steve Harvey's face and SpongeBob's body. I watch as she tries and fails to shake hands with a giant red chili pepper on legs.
You can't just skip past that. That's hilarious.
Steve Harvey's face with a SpongeBob body. That's hilarious.
That is
Master Troll. That's fucking hilarious.
My god!
I don't think there's ever been a more confusing time for a man's penis than these times that we live in currently.
Yeah.
What are y'all looking forward to the Midwest? Is there anything that y'all looking forward to for going for like the first time technically?
The people and the food.
Mm-hmm.
I want some, because everything out here they try and make it healthier or whatever. I want some greasy,
I got you.
buttered up, fried food. I want my arteries to possibly clog. Like that's what I'm looking for.
I got
I'm
you.
looking to do some dumb redneck stuff. Like I want to just go behind someone's yard and just start shooting shotguns into the trees. Like that's what I want to do if we go out there.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the redneck train. I want to do some. I just want to wild out, see what they got.
Yeah.
When you were talking about the tractor riding and the sofa, that sounds sick.
Yeah, especially because you don't need much. Like guys will entertain themselves. Like if you put a bucket out there and just give us a shotgun, we'll shoot at that bucket all day.
All day.
That's all we need.
I also want to see, because everywhere you go, they've got like different drinking games. I want to see what a Midwest drinking game is like, because all those motherfuckers do is drink. I want to know what they do for drinking and fun, like a beer game. Because you've never done, you did a beer bong.
Yeah, with you all.
Yeah.
So I want to see what the Midwest has in store.
Yeah, I want the full Midwest culture. I want to see what the Midwest women are like.
Yeah.
Because I know some of them are more like they get married right away or whatever. Well, then I've seen some other ones that are like just they get out, they drink, they fuck, they do whatever. I'm like,
They're like,
I want me a sturdy woman like that.
A sturdy woman.
Give me some thickums, baby.
Thickums.
Yeah, they'll go
some
bite
some country strong women.
Yeah, they'll go bites. They'll eat us like bite-sized snack. They'll be like, "Oh, I guess you little triplets are cute. Let me get on that." Meow.
They'll be their little Shetland ponies.
Oh my gosh,
Willie, that was a very fast hour.
it was.
Super fast, but obviously you've been on before. Go ahead and plug your stuff. We already know where you're going to be for the most of this month.
Yes. Just pretty much follow me, social media, Willie Macc on everything, WILLIEMACC. And, just look out for my commercials that's going to be airing soon. And Tourist Lava with the Triplets.
Yeah. Tourist Lava, baby. Yeah. Again, he won't be in Arkansas, but we'll all be in Plano, Texas, Louisville, Fort Wayne, Appleton, Wisconsin, and Willie's hometown, St. Louis.
Hey.
And then we'll all be going to Phoenix together before we're back in L.A. It's going to be such a fun time. I've been looking forward to it for months now, so I'm excited. Let's do some redneck shit. Keep turtles away from Willie. Thank you, guys. Later.